Hi, my name is Nico and I'm 30 years old. I have a lovely wife and beautiful baby girl. I live a normal life even though I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder about 8 years ago.
I'm Carrie-Ann Wellington, a mom of two, single mom of two, and by trade actually a carpenter. When it comes to mental health, it's been depression, it's been anxiety, it's been suicide. I've been on this road for about 9 years now.
I am Shelly Bent, a mother, a wife, universal woman Zimbabwe. That gives me a platform to be able to raise my voice and to bring more awareness to mental health and substance abuse.
I'm not really going to go into depth about my story because I don't want this to be the focus. This for me is more about helping create awareness of the existence of these diseases and to show that they are manageable with treatment. I can tell you firsthand though that you can't do this on your own. Really difficult for anyone but a professional who specializes in this field to help you or understand what is happening to you. So most mental illnesses, if diagnosed correctly, are treatable and the individual can live a normal life, as long as they take their medication just as someone who has blood pressure issues and has to be on medication all their lives would do. There are important steps that a medical professional will advise you to take towards living a normal life. You don't have to try to be strong and do this alone. You're setting yourself up for failure and disappointment or worse. I'm here to encourage those who have been or are being affected by a mental illness. Seek professional help, just as you would with a physical illness. There are serious misconceptions and a lack of awareness and knowledge about mental illness, especially in the third world. People often blame it on substance abuse or alcohol abuse, often turn to drugs or alcohol due to their mental illness and not the other way around. So first of all, let's break the stigma and encourage people to seek help. Depression, anxiety and mania are not normal emotions that someone should experience, and you can't live your life trying to find temporary crutches. Let's get to the source of the issue. I just want to share 2 Bible verses that encourage me. Isaiah 41 verse 10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous hand. Philippians 4:6-7. Don't be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus.
To raise awareness so that people don't feel that they need to hide, because that's what I did for 4 years. Nobody knew what I was going through, and the people that did just called me mad or insane. Get over it. What is depression? What do you need to be depressed about? I'd like the next generation to be able to speak and to be heard. Do not hide. The worst thing you can do is hide. There are so many people out there that are suffering the same as you, and all you need to do is find the right people that'll listen. Hiding is the worst thing that you could ever do.
My story is a very long story. I have a whole lifetime of ups and downs and roller coaster rides, but I can tell you why I stand firm in what my advocacy is and being able to make the difference. I was a teen pregnancy, but I had a success story out of that. My life has never been one that is what society would deem as normal or deem as the right way to do things. Not only being a teen mum, but also building my career, losing an infant, my second born. That's a story in itself. Going through depression, and I went through postnatal depression, and that is not spoken of often, but is one that is very dear to my heart too. I have witnessed and seen a lot of friends and family members who have gone through depression and anxiety and stress and pressure that maybe we would never be able to recognize up to now, or have a diagnosis for up to now. But I've also witnessed my dear brother who has also had his battle in substance abuse, has really impacted me and my family. And you know, going through that journey and going through a journey with our family, not being able to financially have the funds to get him the help that he needs, or be able to know the resources of what we can reach for or who we can call for help, which put my mom in a depression. And you know, there were so many other aspects to life at that same point that just felt like a tornado was hitting our family all at once. Having to go to work every day and be normal and act like everything is fine and put on a front and wear a mask and, you know, almost pretend like nothing was going on, nothing was happening. But this is why I'm standing for what I'm standing for, because my advocacy matters. There's hope in everybody's story. There is hope in everybody's life. We can hold on to hope and know that we have tomorrow. No matter what situation we've been in today and what we're going through on a day-to-day basis, we have hope. We have hope to hold on to, that tomorrow will be brighter. Yes, it might not be as better as what we want it to be, but it's a start of where we could be. I know without my ups and downs, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Without my hardships and my lessons and what I see as lessons now, they have made me stronger for it, to be able to be the impact for my nation and use the platform of Universal Woman in the best way possible. And that is to impact my community, to impact my home, our home Zimbabwe. And using people today, we've all come together, we've all broken boundaries of being able to be vulnerable with each other, and not just each other but with all of you, to share stories of different types of mental health and different types of depression, where it can lead to suicide, it can lead to drug abuse, for people and our community to come together, to stand together united, to make the difference that we need for our nation. Let's be that love, that smile that somebody needs, because at the end of the day, we do not know what one person is going through in that day, in that moment, that could determine whether or not they will be here tomorrow, or whether or not they'll get into something that could change their life forever. And be the positive impact that our nation needs. I plan to leave an everlasting footprint in Zimbabwe for people to follow, rise up, and see what it means to change a nation. This shoot was basically a creation I came up with a group of us, to show the vulnerability of people in our society who are actually going through these things or have been through these things, who are dealing with the issues at hand, whether that is physical abuse, whether that's mental abuse, or they're just going through something internally which you cannot see. It's a wound within them, and with any type of wound you have to treat the source so that it can heal. Without treating the source, the wound will still be painful. It will still be something that will rip open at any stage in life. The message I would love you to take home: be okay with being vulnerable. Be okay with not being okay. You're not alone. There are so many people out here who are just not sharing their stories, who are doing and feeling and going through the same thing that you may be going through, or similar situations. And just by communicating, we could find common ground where we can uplift and uphold each other. So just remember, be kind to the people around you. Listen intently to somebody's heart. Be confident and caring of yourself and who you are. Just know that you are loved and you are light. You are a light, one of the biggest lights in this world, and you matter.